Ad Astra, my fellow space exploration enthusiasts. Now, some sad news to begin with. Japan's Resilience moon lander overshot its target and crashed into the moon. So, I would say that they were using a new technology, a new way to use physics, gravity, to slow down the craft and put it into lunar orbit without using too much propellant. But sadly, that experiment did not work out. Neither did the 101st launch for ISRO, and that just goes to show how finicky space exploration is and how risky it is, which is why another kudos to the second Indian to go into space. He is Shubhanshu Shukla and scheduled to launch atop a SpaceX rocket on June 10th. So here's hoping, fingers crossed, that everything goes well. Elon Musk recently tweeted that they will start decommissioning the Dragon spacecraft, and that is the spacecraft on which Shubhanshu Shukla and the crew of Axiom 4 will go to the International Space Station and add India's flag to the string of country flags that are there in the ISS. So the failure of Japan's lander reminded me that it is only through setbacks that progress can be made, and the Starship of SpaceX is prime example of that. Half of its launches, or half of its tests, I would say, test flights have failed, sometimes spectacularly, and that I think is one of the main reasons why SpaceX continues to break new ground, continues to show the path forward. So that reminds me of an email I got from Why Your Story Buzz, building India's Falcon 9 rocket. And I think a few names. Yeah, here we go. Ethereal Exploration Guild is one of the companies that is mentioned as an Indian company who's looking to make reusable launch vehicles, RLVs as they call them. And I think that's going to take some doing, but good luck to them. Another company that was recently in the news for their Agni Ban rocket launch, which was successful, was Agnikul Cosmos. And I think I see an ad with Razorpay for Pixel, who are making high resolution Earth imaging satellites. And just as an aside, pop culture reference, the guy who's representing Razorpay in the blue suit in those ads is one of the main characters in a series called Kul, which we haven't really watched, but I think we started it some time ago when it was new. I don't know how it goes, but coming back to space exploration, one of the best things I liked about ISRO was that we managed to pull off Mangalyaan on our first attempt. We have made significant progress with the Chandrayaan mission, and the Gaganyaan mission is obviously full steam ahead, with spiraling back to Shubhanshu Shukla, the second Indian to go into space after cosmonaut squadron leader Rakesh Sharma, who is bound to be very happy and thrilled that his legacy is being carried forward. That being said, we still have, of course, a long way to go. We have been the preferred launch service provider for a lot of countries in the past, and will continue to do so in the future after ISRO totally rectifies and makes sure that the next PSLV launch goes according to plan. That's it, I guess. Lastly, I would be amiss to say that I have written my science fiction novel, An Android Awoke. It is set on Earth, Moon and Mars, 400 years in the future. Mars launch windows come about every 2 years or so, and it takes 6 months to go from Earth to Mars. So a very, very much longer shot than going to the moon. Nevertheless, the protagonist of my story is Selena, the first moon-born space pilot who flies solo from Earth to Mars. And on Mars, a new element called martium has been found, which might enable close to light speed travel which is why it's the bone of contention between Earth, Moon, and Mars. Mars has been settled 400 years into the future, making life multiplanetary, and I guess going along the lines of Elon Musk's Occupy Mars slogan. Also, Selena has an exoskeleton, synthetic exoskeleton, which gives her the ability to survive, I would say, in Earth's gravity, because the moon has 1/6 the amount of gravity the Earth has, and that is why the bone density and physical structure will of course be much different for second or third generation Mooninites, as I like to refer to them, because of aqua teen hunger force. So all these things can be found in my novel. As I said, I have written it, the first volume, and I have written it as a planned trilogy. Let's see how that goes, and just looking forward to a great future. I am Axat, as you can see. Check out my other space exploration and other fun videos, and thanks so much for watching. Take care, stay safe, namaste.